Hi all, I've just been exploring the Bible. And have you ever wondered where the first civilization started? Maybe not everyone knows. But the Bible is actually full of clues that lead us to the roots of civilization. Sometimes, the clues are buried very deep, as is the case here. I'm sure you would never guess that this barren desert was once agricultural land. However, in ancient times, this area was called Mesopotamia, which in Greek means between the rivers. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers flow there. And in the book of Genesis, it is said that from there flowed the Garden of Eden. Also, the Bible has many stories about the great civilizations that flourished here. Assyria and Babylonia. About 150 years ago, some curious people decided to dig up the land between these rivers to see if the stories in the Bible were true. In 1889, an American expedition sponsored by the University of Pennsylvania uncovered a remarkable ancient city. Look at these photos, so cool, right? However, what is most interesting is that they found evidence of a civilization more ancient than Babylonia and Assyria, a civilization that was lost. Imagine, more than 5,000 years ago, there were large cities in this barren desert, such as Nippur, Uruk, and Ur, mentioned in the Bible as the birthplace of Abraham, the father of the Hebrew people. In 1922, a British archaeologist named Sir Leonard Woolley came to this desert with a mission to find the lost city of Ur. After 12 years of excavation, they discovered something extraordinary. They found a bull-headed leader, covered in gold, and an upright statue of a ram grazing on a golden tree, in the tomb of a queen named Pwabi. They found a headdress with gold leaf, and flowers studded with precious stones, such as lapis lazuli imported from faraway Afghanistan. Woolley and his team also discovered many large tombs for nobles, with offerings of food, drink, and personal items. Apparently, there was a corpse of the king's servant who was deliberately killed and placed near the king's grave. Today, all of these artifacts are housed in the Museum of the University of Pennsylvania, providing valuable clues about the life and civilization of the Sumerians of that time. They even invented the world's oldest board game with 6 dice, markers, and beautifully decorated board. Think about it, so far, the Sumerians were the first to form a government, write literature and history, develop architecture, and start a formal education system. They had a common language around 3000 BC, and their development paved the way for the world's first agricultural societies, irrigation systems, and city organizations. The Sumerians demonstrated their technological skills by inventing the wheel, utilizing arches, and developing a pictographic writing system that later evolved into cuneiform. Archaeologists discovered school tablets that provide a picture of education at that time. Children learned to write by using styluses on clay tablets. And archaeologists have also found records of daily life, such as a schoolboy's complained about a difficult day at school. The Sumerians also achieved great achievements in agriculture, using irrigation and growing various crops such as wheat, barley, and dates. They raised sheep and goats for dairy and meat products, and had developed agricultural technology such as bronze plows pulled by oxen. The success of Sumerian civilization was also seen in the fields of technology and innovation. They were the inventors of the wheel, the makers of the arch, and the first to use iron from meteorites that fell from the sky. This artifact is proof of the continuity of life of the Mesopotamian people, even after the Sumerian civilization sank. However, as is often the case in history, Sumerian civilization also faced challenges, fighting over scarce water, competition between city-states, and climate change resulted in the decline of Sumerian civilization, despite disappearing from the historical map for a time. Their legacy lives on through their influence on later cultures, such as the Assyrians and Babylonians. History then takes us to the Assyrian civilization. known for their ferocity and their massive stone warriors. However, recent discoveries revealed that the Assyrians were not only a warrior nation, but also had a hidden side of art and beauty. Excavations at Nimrod's palace brought before us a large amount of gold jewelry and beautiful artifacts that show that Assyria was also a cultured civilization.